There you are, fella. Unmute yourself.
All right. We're on the record. It's August 23rd, 2023. This is the date and time set for front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support. Mr. Splan, if you'd state your name for the record, please.
Sorry, I had my hat on. Gene Allen Splan.
Thank you, Ms. Mullen.
Tracy Mullen on behalf of front of the court. This is the matter of Melissa Seal versus Gene Seal, now known as Splan, docket number 2003-002525-DM. This is an arrears only case. Two children have emancipated between the parties. And that occurred back in 2021. The last charge on the account was $74 per month, and the current balance owed is $6,304.76, of which $3,963.07 is owed to Miss Seal in child support medical support. And then there are fees, costs, and attorney fees. We've had payments on the account in the past year. Most recently, Mr. Splan pays on his own. He paid $50 in May of this year, $100 in June, and $150 so far in July. There were prior payments. It just on occasion, a couple months are missed, and Mr. Splan is then ordered to appear in court.
All right, sir. So what's been going on?
I just slipped up. and didn't make a payment.
There's $6,000 owed on a $74 per month bill. So you've slipped up more than once, right?
I just paid. Yeah, evidently. Yeah, I slipped up more than once.
Are you working?
No, I'm not. I'm just doing odd jobs. I've been trying to get my Social Security or disability. I've been denied. I've been trying to get it. I have a bad back. I got a plate and screws in my neck. I got tendonitis in my elbow. I'm trying.
Okay. Have you provided any of that medical information to your caseworker?
I haven't talked to my case manager in, I don't know, years. Last case manager I had was I can't even figure what the last case manager I had.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to get this whittled down. So what I'm going to do, we don't have to talk about jail. I don't think
well, here's the receipt. Here's one of the receipts I just paid at the beginning of August.
Sure. What was the amount?
$100.
Okay. So those are great. I think that's good.
I mean, I don't know if you can see it.
I trust you. Yeah, I can see that.
You know, I mean, and in a few days, I'm gonna try to send another one. I usually don't miss, but you know, I slipped up and missed. You know, evidently I missed a few of them this month. This year, but my arrearages were a lot worse, and I have $6,000 to pay. Both kids are over 18. I mean, there's no ongoing child support. It's all rearage. And I've been trying, you know, I want to talk to the other party, but she don't ever want to talk to me to try to maybe discuss something, discuss me, if I somehow get half the payment or something to her, she can relieve me for the rest of it.
Okay. All right. Ms. Mullen, is it true this is arrears only?
Yes, Your Honor. And Mr. Splan has worked over the years. The debt at one point was $13,000. So he is in decent shape. The only payments missed this year were January, February, and July. So I think we're just trying to look for the monthly payments of, the amounts he's been doing is between $50 and $100, Your Honor.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do, sir. I'm going to set your amount at just $50 a month. Okay. I need you to come up with $50 that it's not going to be the 74. It's not 100. It's just $50 a month for your arrears only case. You just need to pay that steadily. Okay. Whatever you take care of with your co-parent, you're welcome to do that, but let's just get $50 a month in, and so we don't have to have court anymore, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. So we'll set that Ms. Mullen at $50 and then hopefully he'll pay regularly, okay, sir?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Mr. Robbins, can you hear me?
Yep, again. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
All right, it's August 23rd, 2023. This is date and time set for front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support. Mr. Robbins, please state your name for the record.
Scott Lee Robbins.
And Ms. Kristen.
Kristen Graybrook.
Thank you. Ms. Mullen.
Tracy Mullen on behalf of friend of the court. This is the matter of Christian Robbins versus Scott Robbins, docket number 2020-008618 DM. Parties in the case have a first order modifying judgment of divorce signed April 21st, 2023, which orders Mr. Robbins to contribute child support and medical support for one child in the amount of $174 per month. He was imputed with income and no overnight parenting time. There is a history of incarceration with Mr. Robbins, and he was paroled last in May of 2022 at a prior show cause hearing. He indicated that he, once paroled, reapplied for Social Security benefits, SSI specifically, and he believed that that was going to be reinstated in June of this year, and that's what we were monitoring for. He failed to appear at a July 26, 2023 hearing, and then was subsequently arrested. It turns out, and confirmed by his parole agent, that we did not have an updated address, and therefore, when arrested, he was on August 7th, he was released in order to present today. The balance owed in this case is $2,247.50, of which $1,884 is owed in child support currently to the plaintiff. The state is owed $204 in medical support. And the charges began September 2022. There has not been a payment made. We do have confirmation that the Social Security claim was pending. We do not have a verification yet that he's been awarded any benefits.
All right, thank you, Mr. Robbins. So what's been going on?
Well, like she said, I did have an address. I was at the state tea house, and I had moved out of there. And instead of them sending the mail back to the mail office, my parole officer picked it up and had it in the office the whole time. So the day he called me and told me I had come in, I had a warrant. He had all my mail at the house for that and my SSI. And I missed my SSI thing too, because I didn't get my mail, but I'd gotten hold of them, and I'm waiting for the anytime I'll be getting in the mail my date of my last doctor's visit for psych, and then they said I should be having my Social Security.
Okay, so you're not currently working, is that correct?
No, sir.
And have you provided the court with any of your Social Security information as to what, whether we can verify this?
But what I had, right now I'm waiting myself, because this just happened last week or whatever it was, to where I finally got all my mail and had to reset up the appointment, and she set up another appointment for me to go to see the psych doctor for my last thing, but I have to get that in the mail too. That should be coming anytime I have an appointment, and it'll be done.
Once you receive this, are you going to be able to pay child support?
I pay so much a month on it, is what we did last time.
Well, what do you mean? Are you paying $174 a month?
When I'm not sure how they did it last time. I will be able to pay something on it. I'm just not sure of what they're awarding me on my SSI.
Okay. Ms. Kristen, anything you'd like to add?
No, thank you. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. When are we gonna find out if we're gonna be receiving any income?
As soon as I get this last doctor's appointment done this month. I would have had it done already, but like I said, instead of putting my mail back in the thing to come to me, I have a new address. My parole officer had taken it and just had a whole bunch of it at his office until I went over there that day.
Well, when can you get all of this, social security information to your caseworker?
What I can call the lady today that I deal with on my social security and tell her I still haven't received my appointment thing, and she should have it right there to where I can find out, at least know when my appointment is, and then within she'll know after as soon as I find that out, I can let her know that is there. I can give her even give them the number saying call the lady that I deal with too, and should be able to give her more information on it. I'm just waiting for it's just my last visit.
When you're going in, are they telling you that you have the ability to work or not?
No, some last time they let me work up to like part-time.
Okay, are you looking for a part-time job right now?
Yes,
Where?
we're over in Rapid City where I'm living.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do then, since there's no sense in talking about jail. But I am, because there is some ability to work here, and I'm not finding any manifest hardship. I understand that you may be receiving some SSI. But if you're able to work part-time, I do expect you to be working part-time for your child support obligation. So I'm gonna put you on a payment plan with a contempt finding. You're to pay what's owed. I'm not even gonna add any arrears on it to keep it just as what's owed. If you fail to pay as owed, or as ordered, a bench warrant could be issued for your arrest, and you may have to serve up to 30 days in jail. I'll set bond at the 174, just the monthly amount. So all you have to do is pay as ordered, sir. It sounds like, to me, it seems like you do have the ability, at least on this case, to do so. So you just need to make sure you're paying as ordered and provide all medical information to your caseworker, because if there are issues where you can't work, that's what I was trying to get at. If there are issues, legitimate medical issues, you need to provide that information to your caseworker, because otherwise we can't evaluate anything. We just have to keep adjourning things to figure everything out, and we don't want to do that. Okay.
Yes. Well, see, that's the thing. Before if I could work part-time, it wasn't a full-time thing on that, because mine's a mental disability. Being around people and stuff.
I understand, sir, and that's why I'm not trying to squeeze out more than usually. I add more on arrears and set bond higher. I'm trying to work with you, but we've got to get some payments coming in, because it doesn't sound to me. I'm with a part-time job, I would think you'd still be able to do 174. That's really what I'm getting at. Okay.
Right. That's what they did last time. They just figured it out. Because I have another case with my other children. They'd stopped the payments and just had me paying on what I had is what they had.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Okay. So
yep.
You have another case, so stay on the line, sir. But Ms. Kristen, you're okay to leave.
All right.
Thank you.
The second matter we have is Jelena Robbins, now known as Kraft versus Scott Robbins, docket number 1997-007285 DM. This is an arrears only matter, and again, with the history of enforcement, incarceration, and Social Security benefits, Mr. Robbins' balance is $23,863.72, of which $21,656.04 is owed to Ms. Kraft in child support. There is a small state arrearage of $15 and lost them. Oh, there it is.
Mr. Robbins, are you there? Mr. Robbins? All right, I'm calling it. We'll adjourn this, adjourn it 30 days.
Okay,
We've got a list of, and let's go off the record too. Okay, we're on the record. It's September 12th, 2023. This is a date and time set for front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support. Ms. Harris, please state your name for the record. You may have to speak up just a little bit, please.
Rebecca Harris.
Thank you, much better. Ms. Mullen.
Tracy Mullen on behalf of friend of the court. This is the matter of Rebecca Harris versus Tyler Harris, docket number 2013-009148-DM. Parties have a first order modifying judgment of divorce signed September 8th, 2017, which orders Ms. Harris to contribute child support and medical support for one child in the amount of $205 per month. There was a show cause hearing last in December 2022. At that time, Ms. Harris reported she was working. The hearing was dismissed. The current balance owed is $1,371.26, of which $960 is owed to Mr. Harris in child support. The state is owed $65 in medical support, and the remainder is fees and costs. Payments on the account since the December show cause hearing, we had income withholding. For December, current plus arrearages were paid to the account. And then in January, $55.12 was applied. In March, there was an involuntary offset of $1,020.90. In April, there was an offset of $1,818.84. And then May, the last payment this year, $464.97 was applied to the account.
All right, thank you, Ms. Harris. What's been going on?
I just haven't been working lately. I'm kind of taking care of my mom right now. She's having a lot of health issues. Just had a lot of stuff going on. Doing the best I can right now.
Okay, are you looking for work?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually in between houses right now too. So,
Where are you looking for work?
Lake City, Fife Lake, Houghton Lake, those kind of areas. I'm actually in Manton right now, staying with my mom, helping her because her health is not good right now.
Okay, specifically, where have you applied for jobs?
Dollar General. I've been doing some work with my stepdad. Also, but you don't get much there though.
Okay. Well, how can we get you back on track?
Well, I'm going to try to make a payment this Friday, if possible.
What can you
Do at
pay on
least
Friday?
50. I'm going to try to do at least 50. If I can do more, I'll do more, but I'm just not going to say more, if I can't do it.
Okay, when do you expect that you'll be back to work?
Then I will,
Yes.
as soon as possible. I've just been trying to take care of my mom. She's dealing with thyroid cancer and a lot of other things right now.
Okay, because when I'm looking at where we're at, there really aren't many payments except for involuntary ones.
There were payments when I was working, but I haven't worked since
that
I wanna
December.
say January, I think.
Okay, so we're going on a long time with no work and no payments. I mean, at $205 a month, we should be able to handle that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to survive right now. I have a toddler too that I'm trying to take care of, and a lot of family stuff going on.
No, I can appreciate that. I'm just saying,
I'm just doing the best I can.
even with a part-time job, it seems like you could be closer to the 205.
Yeah. Sorry, my daughter's trying to come outside. I've been applying in a lot of places, so with my mom's health and stuff, it's hard to even get a job right now.
All right, here's what I'll do. I'll accept the 50 by Friday, so you've got this week.
Okay. All right.
And I'll adjourn this out 60 days. But by then, I'd like to see you with at least a part-time job, because I think even if you had a part-time job, you could come up with the 205 a month, even with everything else that's going on. Because your arrears isn't that bad. I mean, it's not completely out of control, but we've got, I suspect it's because of the 2 months, the March and April involuntary payments of 1,000. That's really the only
Yeah.
time we're seeing any money. Okay. So, I'll adjourn it out, but I do want you to be looking for jobs. And Ms. Mullen, I think what I'd like to do as well, where you said you're living in Manton, ma'am? Ms. Harris?
I'm sorry, you broke up. I have bad service. What did you say? Sorry.
Where do you live?
I live in Lake. I'm actually in Manton, staying at my mom's house, taking care of her right now.
All right. And do we have that address so we can mail you some information?
Yeah, you can.
Well, you don't have to give it out right now. Did Ms. Mullen, did she
Okay.
give that to you off?
We only have the address, her legal address in Houghton Lake, so.
Where are you
Yeah.
receiving mail?
In Houghton Lake.
Oh, okay. So you live in Houghton Lake anyway.
Yeah. Yep, I do.
Okay. I was going to talk about family support card, but I don't know. We can still mail the information, Ms. Mullen. Let's do that and see, because we're probably doing that through Zoom anyway.
Mhm.
So, Ms. Harris, family support court is a system where we try to work with you on getting you employed and getting you housing, things that you may need help with, instead of coming to court here. You don't, your obligation still stands, but we try to work with you on other ways of getting you back on track, which it sounds like you may need. So we're gonna mail this information to you, and then I want you to contact Steve Greenman. His contact information will be on the packet that we mail you. Okay.
Okay.
But if we're back here in 60 days and you haven't called Mr. Greenman, or you don't have a job, or nothing's changed, we may be having a different conversation. You understand?
Yep, I do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning. It's September 12th, 2023. This is the date and time set for front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support. I'll go around the Zoom boxes as you appear to me. I'll state your name. Please state your names for the record. Mr. Kane.
Your Honor, Stephen Kane on behalf of defendant Michael David Mosher in this matter.
Mr. Mosher.
Michael David Mosher.
And Ms. Kirsch.
Yes, I'm here.
State your name, please.
Susan Kirsch.
Thank you. Ms. Mullen.
Tracy Mullen on behalf of friend of the court. This is a matter of Susan Kirsch versus Michael Mosher, docket number 2005-003-528DS. We're here today as Mr. Mosher had failed to appear for a hearing scheduled for June 21st, 2023. That hearing was established in order to determine a monthly amount for him to pay moving forward because the minor children had emancipated in May of this year. He was previously found in contempt in February of this year and placed on a payment plan. He was arrested on August 20th, 2023 on that warrant and appeared before the judge, at which time he requested court-appointed counsel, and the hearing was adjourned to today's date and time. This is an arrears only case. As of June 2023, his balance currently owed is $41,074.34, of which $28,851.84 is owed in child support to Miss Kirsch. Medical, birth, and delivery owed to the state of Michigan is currently $10,863, and then there are fees and costs. Payments on the account in the past year, there was one payment made in April of this year. It was a reduced bond of $400. And at this time, Your Honor, Mr. Mosher still is in jail, and we need to address his continuance for that or moving forward.
Okay, Mr. Kane, anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. So I agree with Ms. Mullen. Getting Mr. Mosher out of jail is the first best step to rectifying the situation here. The court's point is underscored. He's got over 20 days of jail time on this. He understands the importance of this, and he's been reminded of the fact that lingering too long as fees accrue, he runs the risk of felony charges rather than just friend of the court contempt charges on a go-forward basis if he doesn't get this squared up. He's indicated to me that this is a busy season for what he has a skill set for. He can drive a forklift and do landscaping. It's apple season coming upon us and cleanup season. His belief is that if he's released from jail, he'll have work within a week, and estimates at a minimum he could start making payments of no less than $500 per month, with the first coming before the end of this month.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Kirsch, anything you'd like to add or say?
I'm just very frustrated. My boys just turned 19 and we have barely gotten child support from Mr. Mosher for 19 years. And he's been in and out of jail, in and out of court, promises after promise. And in the meantime, I've worked 2 jobs my whole life to support them with no help from him. And I just wish that we could get to the bottom of it, which is, if I can say, Mike, he is a severe alcoholic, and he lives with his mother, who is also an alcoholic, and he needs help. I don't think if you guys keep putting him in jail and releasing him, he goes right back and lives with her, and they drink all day, every day. I've been told by people that have employed him that he can only stay on the job 1 day because he gets sick and throws up and faints. And I'm just hoping that we can get him some help so he can actually get a job and keep it at this point.
Thank you. Mr. Mosher, where are you going to work if I release you today? I mean, what difference does it make to me if you sit in jail if you're not going to pay? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna work. This is not the place for him. I mean, I need to move on, you know.
Where are you going to work?
I can't do that here. There's a packing plant now, Robbins, that I can check into. Or some landscapers, you know, fall cleanups here. I mean, I need to do something. I mean.
Yeah, I agree. Are you only in jail on a front of the court warrant?
Yes.
It's my understanding the only thing holding him there, Your Honor, is the warrant. He doesn't have any additional charges that I'm aware of.
Sure. I was just wondering if he's going to be monitored any other way. Thank you. So,
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, here's what I'll do. I'll release you from jail today. But I'm going to set your payment at $500 a month.
Okay.
I want $500 paid within the first 30 days. If you fail to comply with that, you will serve 45 days in jail without any request. That is part of your contempt finding of today.
Okay.
You're in contempt of court because you're not paying, and you're already in contempt because you're on a payment plan not paying.
I
So
understand.
if you fail to pay $500 within 30 days, you will serve a full term of 45 days in jail. Do you understand that?
I do understand.
We're not going to have court and have you come in and say, well, I'm going to work or I'm going to do this or something like
Right.
that. It will be, this is a sentence that's held in abeyance. Do you understand what that means?
I do understand.
All right. And then $500 per month after that. I'm not going to continue the 45 days in jail. That's just the first thing trying to get you started.
Correct. Yes.
If you violate this, a bench warrant could be issued and we'll have to address it accordingly. But I'm telling you right now, if we don't have $500 within the first 30 days, you've already got 45 full days in jail. Because like I said, it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't necessarily make a difference to me. If you're not paying and not working, you can sit in jail because it's the same effect on your child support order. Do you understand that?
Right.
Because 41,000 owed is completely ridiculous.
Right.
So, any questions for me, sir?
No.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor. Good luck, Mike.
Thank you.